and welcome to my explanation video on how to make nachos. Follow me to the kitchen. Let's go. Here we are in the kitchen. So, what you want to do first, grab a plate. Unless you're eating for two, you really only need one plate. If you got two people, you need two plates, but I'm eating for myself, so I'm just doing one plate. Set it down like so. Here, I'll set it down here so you can watch the tutorial. So, first thing you need, bag of chips. Now, I'd recommend this Tostitos. They're perfectly salted. They taste fantastic. So, this is what we're going to use. Always remember, if you're opening it, put the clip on so ants don't get in. It's ant season, it's summer. They're roaming around your house like weirdos, so just pay attention to that. So I'm going to set them down right here. Oh, then you can't see the plate. Okay, set them down right here. So, first thing you need to do is make a nice, circle of chips, basically. So, what you're going to want to do is grab, maybe 15, 20 chips from the bag. Just put them in a nice circle. You're going to want to, fill in the middle as you go on. But for now, just surround the plate with chips. And, if you want, you could eat one, These are really good alone, too. So, just eat one, but don't eat them all because you got to make nachos. Good chips. All right, but now you want to go back to laying them down. So now we've made our circle of chips. Now you can kind of start stacking them on a bit on top of each other, but not too much because you want every chip to get the perfect amount of cheese. I'm going to show you how to do that after I finish laying the chips down. See, this is an example of what you don't want. You don't want a curved one. You just want some straight ones because then what's going to happen is cheese might get inside or something or be unevenly distributed. So what you're going to do with these curved ones is just eat them. That's all you got to do. And then you go back to hunting for straight chips. So, see, this one, kind of curved, but it'll work. So just keep putting them on top of each other. All right, perfect. See, this is the example of one of the perfect chips. Look at this. So even, so straight. That is what you want in a chip when you're making these nachos. Another one where it's it's kind of bent, but it'll work. It's straight enough. It's still going to hold cheese and not be, too curved to where the cheese might not be evenly distributed. Okay, we'll lay 3 more chips down. I think we've got a pretty good amount here. So we just need to find the best chips in the batch to do it. Remember, leave some space open for all the chips because you don't want, one of the chips to just get no cheese. You want every chip to have this slight amount of cheese. This will be the last chip we place on. Got to make it perfect. I think that's good. Okay, so here is what our plate looks like after placing the chips. Now, you can see they mainly cover up the plate. You don't want to get it on the edges so they're not, falling off the plate in the microwave, which is going to be step 3. But now we'll move on to the end of step 1. So what you want to do is roll up your bag, place the clip on like so no ants get in or the chips don't get stale. So that's the perfect execution for step 1. And you're going to have some salt on your hands after. Slick it off. It's not a problem. So now for step 2, what you want to do, you go in your fridge. That is what you do. So you go in your fridge. You go to the cheese. Wait, where's the cheese? Oh, here it is. Okay. So then you grab your cheese. What you want to do then is attempt to open it and realize you're not strong enough. Oh, I was opening it the wrong way. Okay, we're good. So now what you want to do is just put a little bit of cheese on the edge. Oh, make sure you don't drop it like my dumbass. Okay, now what you want to do is just have I'd say 6, maybe 7, just good sprinkles of cheese. So you got to evenly distribute it to every chip. But what you want to do is you mainly want it in the middle. So what will happen is the cheese will go in the middle. And if a chip doesn't have a lot of cheese and you want a bit more cheese, the middle can act as a dipping. So you can pick up a chip, say, you know what, this doesn't have a lot. Find the middle, full of cheese, just dip it in. That works. So yes, you just want to keep evenly distributing, maybe a little more towards the middle, but you also want every single chip in the batch to get a fair share of cheese. Yes, my children, this is coming together beautifully. Okay, maybe 3 more handfuls I'll say after this. Notice how the cheese is mainly going to the middle. That's a good sign. You want that. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is looking just scrumdiddly-umptious. Okay, 2 more handfuls. 1 little on the outside. There we go. And 1 more. Gotta make it the perfect amount of cheese in this handful. Keep evenly spreading it, boys. All right, fellas. Now, we have our nachos ready. But this is an early stage of nachos. So here, hold up. Let me put the cheese away. Okay, so this is the early stage of nachos. This is what it should look like, unless you have a different cheese. But mainly that is what it should be looking like. So now what you want to do, let me show you. All right, we had to switch angles for this one. So watch. Watch closely. So what you want to do, put the chips in the microwave, right? Put it in the middle of the little dish in the middle of the microwave. Then what you want to do, I think most microwaves work like this. So you want to do time cook. You want to do 40 seconds. Honestly, anywhere from 35 to 45 works for me personally. And you just want to start it. And now you wait. And you just think about how good these nachos are going to be. Oh boy, I'm excited. So how's your day, man? Mine's been alright. Oh, perfect. Okay. It's ready. Hear that? Oh, wait. Let's see if you can hear this. There should be like a small sizzle that you hear, just like, that should be the cheese, so watch. It's gonna steam out a bit. You just wanna smell it, because the cheese, it just smells so perfect. So, okay, now we got our nachos ready. Now make sure to let it sit in the microwave for about 30 seconds, because you know what? It's gonna be boiling hot. Just got out of the microwave. It's been heating up in the microwave, so the cheese is gonna look a little bubbly, as so. Let's see if you can see that. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, but either way, it's gonna look a little bubbled. That's good. You want that, because that means it's the perfect amount of heat applied. So now what you want to do is very carefully, extremely carefully, set up the iPad. There you go. And very carefully grab the plate. Make sure to not grab in any places where there's cheese at the bottom, because that's happened to me, and I gotta tell you, that is extremely painful. It's gonna boil. It's gonna boil your hand, and it's just gonna hurt so bad. So what you want to do is normally grab with 2 hands, but I got the iPad, so I'll just grab with 1. But make sure to be very cautious while carrying. You don't want to drop it. Here we go. So this is our plate of nachos. I hope you learned something from this video. You obviously came here for a reason. Oh, I think we're good. Okay. So you obviously came here for a reason, and that's to admire how I make the nachos. So here's your nachos. This is probably what they should be looking like, unless you have a different cheese. But mainly, this is a good plate of nachos. This is a hard-working plate, I can tell. So let's just... Oh, by the way, before you eat at all, you want to lightly blow on it, like this, like so. Just like that. Now, it should take about 2 minutes to cool, but with this process, it might be taken down to even like 1.5 minutes, even 1 minute if you do it well enough. So let's just keep doing it as so. You want to get every nook and cranny with your blows. Pause. And yeah, after a bit, it should be pretty cooled. Yep, like this chip feels pretty nice. Perfect in warmth. But just before you eat your first chip, you just want to a little more, just so it gets cooled off a bit more. So let's try the chip. You know, I used to pray for times like this. Now this is a scrumptious chip. And it's looking like, notice how every chip mainly has some cheese on it. Like, I think we did a really good job here with evenly distributing the cheese. So I'm pretty proud of this plate. I give it a 9.5 out of 10, maybe even a 10. I don't think there's many problems with it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something from this. I'm gonna finish this plate and then come back to you and give you a review of like how the entire plate was. So yeah, I'll see you in like 5 minutes. There's quite a few nachos here. I actually just had a really good idea. I'm gonna do a time lapse of me eating these chips. So enjoy this very quick, probably very brief time lapse. I'm gonna go grab a water. Also, you wanna make sure to grab a napkin like my dumbass didn't, but either way, that was a fantastic plate of nachos. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So, like I said, I hope you learned some today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope your next nachos are as good as this. So also remember, if you want to make like meat nachos or anything, just put the meat or vegetables or whatever you're using on top of the cheese. Make it the last step. So it'll be chips, cheese, then whatever you're putting on top if you're doing that. So have a good day, and good luck with your nachos. Yeah.